Now, I want to get to some of the details of Larry Kudlow because this stuck out to me almost more so than what happened with Napolitano, because just of the length of time that Kudlow has been on the network. So let's go into some of that. So Fawcett's claims about Larry Kudlow in the lawsuit. His allegations about Kudlow include a claim that a phone conversation with staff, the host said that he would like to have a quote three-way with Sandra Smith. She's another Fox News anchor. And on the call, according to the lawsuit, was Gary Schreier, who's the senior vice president of programming for Fox Business. So, okay, higher up that heard it, according to the lawsuit. But he did not reprimand Mr. Kudlow or indicate that the comment was inappropriate. The lawsuit claimed that another phone conference to talk about an appearance by Representative Maria Elvira Salazar, Kudlow asked, "Why don't we just let the Mexicans in?" He then said that we need more jalapeno pickers. And that's also according to his claim, in which he added that Schreier was on that call as well. So none of these things were addressed at that particular moment while Larry Kudlow went through all those things about jalapeno pickers and three ways with Sandra Smith. And I'm not sure if Sandra Smith was on that call, maybe, maybe not, but I'm sure she probably would have had something to say about that as well. And lastly, as I told you guys, don't forget about Byron, Representative, what was his name again? Representative Byron Donalds. I want to call him Johnson for some reason. Byron Donalds, who is a black representative Republican and from Florida. So also according to that lawsuit, in another phone call, he was talking about Donalds' appearance on the show, and Kudlow objected to the scheduling booking and allegedly said, no. I don't want the black on the show.
Again, not to beat this thing with a horse. Beat this thing like a dead horse. I always mess that metaphor.
I wasn't gonna correct you. I was just gonna say.
Look, it's one thing to go on Fox News's airwaves and be racially problematic. It's one thing to be Donald Trump and accuse all Mexican migrants as being rapists and drug peddlers, etc., and violent criminals, etc., etc. It's one thing to do that, but within the environment of a corporation, corporate is corporate, and this type of stuff gets you sued. This type of stuff gets you in court. This type of stuff costs you money. And if we know anything about any corporate environment, the first thing they ever want to do is cover their behinds. That's the number one rule of corporate. Rule number one, first, cover your own ass. And if you have an employee who's comporting himself in this manner and is being this bombastic about his, virulent racism, that's a problem. And that's the type of stuff that gets you taken to court. That's the type of stuff that hurts the bottom line. Of course, you got to step in, in front of this type of terrible behavior.
Yeah, I just wonder if Kudlow's gonna get any kind of pushback, reprimanded, or even taken off the air over this type of thing. And also if representatives like Representative Byron Donaldson want to understand where they've been caping for the party and the way this network does things, to make sure that you know who you're talking to. He doesn't want the black on the show. Just remember that. I don't want that black. I want another Republican on.
For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Damage Report. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.